This is IGN. Resident Evil Requiem is now the series' fastest-selling game ever. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, Hulu has decided to scrap Buffy the Vampire Slayer New Sunnydale, its planned continuation series that would have once again featured Sarah Michelle Gellar as the show's original Slayer. Gellar shared the news of the shock decision directly with fans via a brief statement on her Instagram, without explaining Hulu's decision further. Instead, Gellar simply thanked Oscar-winning director Chloe Zhao for her work pitching the series, which will now no longer come to be. Hulu's decision is a surprise considering the lengthy work that had gone into the show since its initial announcement a year ago. The public reveals of its new, younger cast, set to be led by Star Wars Skeleton Crew's Ryan Kiera Armstrong, and the broad support it had gained from both fans of the original series and its many former cast members, several of whom expressed a desire to return. Buffy New Sunnydale would have followed Kiera Armstrong's new young Slayer as she navigated high school in the present day, with a fresh cast of classmates and teachers, plus Gellar returning as veteran undead fighter Buffy Summers, tying the new episodes into a deeper plotline. The director and mastermind of Hulu's Buffy the Vampire Slayer continuation has said she's not surprised the series has now been scrapped. Talking to Variety on the Oscars red carpet, Academy Award winner Chloe Zhao said her priority had always been to be truthful to the original series and that things happen for a reason. And Fortnite will finally allow creators to make their own officially licensed Star Wars minigames beginning this week. The ability to create Star Wars-themed games within Fortnite has long been promised following Disney's $1.5 billion investment within the game back in 2024. Now, at last, Fortnite has confirmed that the tools necessary to make Star Wars content will go live on Thursday, March 19th, alongside the highly anticipated next season of the game's main Battle Royale mode. To be clear, this doesn't mean you'll be able to hop in on Thursday and start playing loads of ready-built Star Wars content, or if that is indeed the case, there's been no suggestion of this as of yet. Instead, Thursday will simply mark the release of Star Wars assets to developers, so don't expect to be swinging your lightsaber around just yet. There's also no suggestion that Fortnite's previous AI-powered Darth Vader will be back for creators to play around with for now. All of that said, Monday's announcement is still exciting for fans who have been limited to using Star Wars weapons within Fortnite's regular but limited-time Star Wars crossover events. Presumably, the idea is that enough Star Wars minigames will be made over the next couple of months that the game has a healthy library by the time the franchise's annual May 4th celebrations arrive. Resident Evil Requiem has now sold 6 million copies, making it the fastest-selling installment of the horror game since it all kicked off in Raccoon City 30 years ago. We already knew that the latest mainline Resident Evil game had sold 5 million copies within 5 days, causing some stock issues for physical copies, and now, just a few days after that announcement, publisher Capcom has added another million to the tally. The publisher said that going forward, it plans to, quote, implement several measures, including ongoing support and additional game content so players can continue to enjoy the title longer. We also learned last week that we're getting a major story expansion for the game, the addition of a mini-game in May, and the upcoming arrival of a photo mode. On top of that, we'll also get to see what Capcom has up its sleeve to celebrate the franchise's 30th anniversary on March 22, 2026, including a collaboration between Universal Studios Japan and Resident Evil Requiem, plus orchestral concerts across Japan, the US, and Europe. Hideki Kamiya, the legendary director behind fan-favorite games like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, is calling for a non-scary mode for Resident Evil Requiem. The director, who also directed the original Resident Evil 2, by the way, has been filmed talking to his team as they watch a colleague spend a little quality time with Leon S. Kennedy in the latest Resident Evil game and saying, "I've been saying forever, they should make a non-scary mode. Look, I just want to enjoy the puzzles and the combat. I don't need the scary stuff." If you're still navigating Requiem's scarier moments, IGN's Resident Evil Requiem guide will help you every step of the way through Resident Evil 9. Head to IGN.com, take note of these key tips and tricks before you get started, and focus on finding these important items early. Plus, our comprehensive walkthrough will make sure you don't miss a single bobblehead or file as you try to survive from the Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center all the way to Raccoon City. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.